Hello and welcome to Let's Play Shovel Knight. Let's not delay. Let's dig in. We're gonna go with number 1, and my name is Ed. Once I find the W, win. And I know I'm gonna do good at this because I have win in my name. Let's do this. And we get the story, and we get to the story to the game. So, as the cutscene just said for me, we have to go stop the Enchantress. But first, let's dig some treasure and kill some cockroaches. The controls are pretty simple. You just press X and X to jump, square to attack, sorry. You just attack these to dig them up, and you're gonna need a lot of treasure for this game. It's gonna help to buy upgrades and, well, that's about it, actually. Upgrades for your health, armor's later, but to do the downward strike, you press down when jumping. You don't have to press the attack button again, even though that's what I thought, and it kind of messed me up when I first played. That is a checkpoint, so if we die, I'll respawn right there instead of at the beginning. Move and platform. Another cockroach. I kind of feel bad for killing the cockroaches. They're kind of cute, actually. I thought that... Ooh. Let's not fall down into the spikes. That would not be a good start to this Let's Play, would it? And then we have our first mini-boss, a dragon, who's really easy if you just pogo jump on his face. So, and usually bosses give off a lot of treasure. And killed that guy. I'm not sure of the name of any of these things, but you know, if you want, you can make them up, or look them up. I'm pretty sure the guy who made this I'm pretty sure Yacht Club has given them all names. Here are just, they kind of remind me of the enemies from Zelda 2, actually. The downward strike, I swear, is a homage to Zelda 2. This is one big homage to older NES games, as you can tell. It was made in 2014, but it looks like an 8-bit NES game, which I'm perfectly okay with, because NES is awesome. Some more treasure, and we get music for the bard, which will come into play later. Almost missed that. Sometimes there will be on the wall, and you don't want to miss that, because every little bit counts. I mean, you don't have to get all the treasures. There might be a trophy for getting everything, or there's a trophy for getting, like, everything, but I don't know about getting every single dig spot. Maybe. Kill this. Wait, don't kill that adorable little dragon, because you need him to get up there. And this is a lot of dirt, but before you break any of it, come up here and break that to get a big 200. And then, if you've taken any damage... Whoops. Stop pogo jumping on the food. Well, yeah, food. Castlevania, you get turkey in the walls, or in this place, dirt. It will full heal you, I think, but I haven't taken any damage. Another one of those. I'll get into something else you can do with those once we get into a stage, but you can't do them yet, because there's the golden feathers over them. Which I might have just kind of given a hint to what you can do with them once you're in a real stage, but spoiler warning, there's more stages to it. Head over here, behind that breakable wall, and bounce on these bubbles, and get some more music for the bard. This will not be a 100% run, by the way. I don't know where all the music is. I think in my other file I've only found like half of the music of the bards. So yeah, definitely not 100%. Nowhere near. For some breakable walls, if you see this little indentation, hit that. This one hides an enemy, but just kill him and get some treasure. Now this one looks completely normal, but there's a hidden spot. So sometimes you just gotta... The hint for that one, and Carrot will refill some of your life, the hint for that one is when you climb up here, you'll see that. But sometimes there will be no hint to it. Or, well, sometimes the hint will be in, like, another room or something. You see there are treasure chests with treasure. Usually they contain, I think, around about 300 or so, because usually about 100, 150, and then 200. But some treasure chests will have treasure for music for the bard, sorry. And I just died on the first stage. Well, now we get to demonstrate the checkpoints. The thing I wanted to show is you can't break them. Like the feathers, the wings stop you from doing that. Downward strike is really fun to use, and later on the game kind of makes you implement it. Now I almost died there again. One thing Shovel Knight does, instead of punishing you for dying, it gives you a chance to redeem yourself by getting your stuff back. But if you die again after you've died the first time, that treasure will go away to be replaced with other treasure. So don't die twice before you get your treasure back. And this guy sometimes messes. Whoops. Well, apparently he didn't feel like facing Shovel Knight, so... this part, don't break all of it, just bounce across, break the first 2 layers. It doesn't matter if you break a few layers below, but don't break all of them or else you won't be able to get that. And I mean, if it's missing 1 or 2 won't matter, you can always go back to stages to grind, but I won't be doing that, and I know grinding isn't exactly fun to do. Another breakable wall for another 200. I also don't know where all the breakable walls are either, so don't expect to find all of those. Well, don't expect me to find all of them for you. That sounded mean. It probably wasn't, but it sounded like it. Here's another treasure area. I think this one has music? No, just treasure. I sound disappointed, but, I mean, first stage and we already have almost 4,000. Which I think that 4,000 is a lot. It's not nothing to bat an eye at, but it's also not that much. Wow. I never noticed that, but it's just chicken, so... Or turkey, sorry. So now we have our first boss with Black Knight. Well, those were mini-bosses. I knew you'd show your face sooner or later. The word I can't... Cerulean coward? Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time has dulled your senses, can't you? Your time away, sorry, has dulled your senses, can't you see? Well, if my senses are dulled, obviously not. This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress. Yeah, well, I'm Shovel Knight, so... And her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. And none of that matters because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel. Yeah, you might want to rethink that plan. Black Knight's not too difficult. He'll attack, jump away sometimes, and then occasionally he'll just sit there and laugh. I think when he stands there and laughs, he'll start to do his own version of the dive. Or maybe not, maybe he doesn't have to do that. He has projectiles. Sorry. And I say he's really easy, but I'm actually getting hit a lot to him. And as you can see, sorry I didn't point this out, but up in the upper black part, there is my life and his life. And I won. I almost died there. As you say, I only have 1/2. Item, we don't get into quite yet. Gold is obvious, well, not obviously, but used to buy stuff, which we'll get into very shortly. This episode, actually. Each of these parts will be 15 minutes long, roundabouts. At least that's my plan. After a long day's work, which is actually only about 10 minutes in real time, we get a dream sequence, and these will happen once in a while, and trust me, you want to catch Shield Knight. Right now it's very easy, because I say as I almost miss her. Right now it's really easy, but in later dream sequences there will be enemies trying to mess you up, and I don't think pressing over actually does anything, so you have to jump and then put out the fire. Be responsible. You can't leave the fire there, man. You can't. That's irresponsible. So let's go to this village. We can't move past it, so let's just go into this village. Once the save, there we go. Halt! No weapons. We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. I don't have a sword. Oh, haha! That's no weapon. Just a shovel. You may enter then. And don't forget, press up to talk to everyone. Well, I won't be talking to you again, and the first person I'm talking to is Bard. Hail, traveler, I am but a simple bard, but I have a big problem. I've lost all my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find a music sheet, return it to me, and I shall reward you handsomely. Whoa, you have 2 music sheets. Magnificent. Take 500 gold for each? Yes, wonderful. Let's see here. Oh, you found Strike the Earth and Ostinato Triplets, sorry. Is there anything you can't render into pure magic? Now that I have this music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Just ask. And then we have Molly. Ooh, you've got a pretty face. You should come visit often. And we can't see his face, but will she do it? She's not gonna do it. Sometimes Molly will whistle at you when you turn around. Right now we have Gastronomer. Potage and poultry, mutton and meat. Your maximum health will increase if you eat. Bring a meal ticket. I'll whip you up a feast. Gotician might have some. Now where's that sly beast? And then we have over here, Magicist. Want more use out of your relics? Well, we don't have any yet, but... Oh yes, of course. I can increase your maximum magic. Good? Oh, but no relics yet. What? I can't... You have to find some relics. Chester down the ladder. He always has the weirdest things. Wait, what was I doing? Okay, Chester is down here in this bar area. To the right, I only found this out late into my first playthrough. I didn't know this was here, but psst, hey, blue guy, you wouldn't believe the merchandise I've got for you today, but why not have a look? I actually didn't know he has these right off the bat, but we're not going to buy them. We'll get into this later, because I will be buying all of the items, but usually I find them in the stage, and we'll talk to these guys later. Actually, no, we can go talk to them right now. Grandma Swamp. Double trouble, soil and shovel. My third eye knows your useless infos. Excavatio. The number of dig piles you've dug is 7. Aurum infiniosa. I probably said that wrong, I'm very sorry. The amount of gold you've collected is 6,130, and once we're out of this you'll see that, because I haven't spent any. Thanato refutatum. The number of times you've fallen in battle is 1. I'm kind of embarrassed by that. Temporum perpetua. The total time you've spent adventuring is 13 minutes and 1 second. I magically see all of your acts. Come back again for more useless facts. Thanks for helping me, kindly witch. I'm not a witch! We have this deposed king. Oh, woe is me, the king of nothing, not to rule but my lone bar stool. Hey, that's not a bad thing. King Knight sits on Pridemore's throne. That gilded goon, he'll get his soon. Dancer. Ooh, that Spectre Knight. If someone could defeat him, I would bestow upon them my greatest treasure. We're gonna go do that eventually. Juice Maid. New face. Dancers, acolytes, witches, goats. Everyone's welcome in here. Yeah, this game's a little bit weird. I mean, it has goats. Speaking of Gotician, decision. Should I extend my magic or health, or just eat a tin can? why not buy a meal ticket and help narrow my options? Well, for 1,000, why not? I forget the number of the ones you can buy from Gotition. I think we're not gonna do that. They get really expensive. You just come over to a meal ticket, hand it to me, I'll get to work on my best recipe. I'll dazzle your palate in no time or less. So bon appetit and pardon the mess. I don't know if this is how you cook, but so every time you come over here with a meal ticket, just give it to him, and as you see, we now have 5 units of life. If you hit this, you get some magic, but we don't have a relic yet. So we're gonna have to go get a relic. But for now, well, first, it's kind of like Mega Man with how it works, and you have these bosses. The first 2 we have unlocked is the Lich Yard, Lair of Spectre Knight, and Pridemore Keep, Lair of King Knight. In next episode, we are going to go after King Knight, and maybe get that, I already forgot his name, but the king in the bar, the guy of the bar stool.